We find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be second down. You look at this Browns defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
Easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even. More. They've got to do both.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Midwest. The echoes of the Gallahorn and the Skol chant reverberate inside U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. Off we go from downtown Minneapolis. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. He certainly wasn't bad. I mean, no interceptions, protected the ball. But he needs to do more. He needs to kind of let it loose and take some more shots downfield and maybe throw into some tighter windows. For his team to win, this offense needs to be better, and at the front of that is the play of the quarterback.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
A 49-yard gain. That's another Vikings first down.
On play action, here's McCarthy. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. He gets in to drop him. It's a loss of 8. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down right at the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now
3rd and goal. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Johnson now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Here we go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a first down.
50-yard line.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
16 yards.
It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now whistles, play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. now they'll set up to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Back to the air one more time. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down. On the ground, here's Quinshawn Judkins. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down, they need 7.
Up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings' 15-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker, it is 1st and goal.
Cleveland.
He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Judkins. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. He'll drop the throw. Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Vikings have got it. He's inside the 30. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. He has played well all season long, entering this final stretch of games in December and January as the NFL leader in touchdown passes. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. Back to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
They'll give it here to Judkins. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Clark Phillips, the corner, there on the tackle.
At the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
They face second down and 7. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards. And the Browns first down.
Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And he's into the end zone. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Browns. He continues to score TDs at a remarkable rate. That's now 26 for him in 1 year. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Browns are on the board. It's 10-7.
Jason Sanders set to
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. He'll give it to Dobbins. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 6 to begin. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Mason Graham in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. That is Myles Garrett. He gets in to pick up sack number 18 now on the year. To return is Williams. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
At their own 49-yard
Browns
line.
offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's across midfield with a 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Throwing now from the gun. That's out wide to Judkins. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags.
Incomplete.
It's going to be fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
They'll throw out of the gun. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the Browns first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that fourth down conversion.
Browns first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cleveland.
They'll look to throw again. He'll find his man, Mecole Hardman. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First down.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll go right and find his running back. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
That's another Browns first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run it here, and here's Judkins. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Take him down back at the 8.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on third and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
Throwing here on third and goal. To the goal line and in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Cleveland. His 4th TD grab of the season. This great season throwing the ball continues. That last TD pass, number 40 on the year. Now Sanders on for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. Missed the extra point, and this is going to stay a 3-point game.
Sander is set to
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. There's Kevin O'Connell, NFL Coach of the Year in 2024. His Vikings head back out there. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And good coverage by Putty. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Browns offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense, but let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good. He's been sensational.
Judkins now on 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
To the 49-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. Second down, they need 3. That's quickly out to Williams. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That's Jonathan Bernard busting in to record the sack. He'll look to throw. To his tight end, Njoku. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He'll try to run for it.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Offense. Still 1st down.
Ready up. He'll drop to throw. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll look to throw. Catch is made. That is Williams. And will be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. He's got a man. It's Fannin. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and goal, Cleveland.
Back to the air one more time. That one, take it in. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Browns. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to head. Both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3.
Will Riker
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Williams on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
at their own
The Browns
33-yard
offense
line.
and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. In fact, he leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
They run over center with Robinson. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. Jordan McGee there on the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's got it. Remove the chains. First down at the 47.
4 yards.
And with the ball on your side of the 50, if they didn't pick it up there, I think it would have been really interesting, Mike, to see if they would have thought about going for it on fourth down. I think they would have, but I guess we'll never know because he's able to pick up the first down anyway.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's a Browns first down.
Browns first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Another run here for Robinson. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Now this time they'll look to throw. It's a short throw caught by Njoku. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7.
Here's a third down and 4. He's got it.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the 25, here's second down and 7. Throwing now from the gun. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 1.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signal, he's got enough for the first down.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4 down territory. But that's all for naught now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
On the give, it's Robinson. Good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
They'll come to the line now on second and 2. They'll try to run with their fullback. And the Browns are going to have it first and goal. He'll take this down to about the 3.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
2-yard line.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
One more time, it's Robinson. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I typically like to see the play-action pass on the early downs, Mike. Now they find themselves on 3rd down. The defense is more prepared for the pass. They get stopped twice with the run. Do they go back to it a 3rd time and take their chances?
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Vikings offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
The Vikings.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. A run with Dobbins. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drop for the loss of a yard.
On the tackle.
It is 3rd and long.
3rd down and 12.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Ty Felton, the intended receiver that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Grant Delpit on the coverage.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards.
Ready, set.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. Oh, big hole, left side. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
He'll start at the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And it'll be 2nd down. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On play action, here's McCarthy. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hockenson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Vikings.
So we are through 3.
1st and 10.
Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And he will get into the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Vikings. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings are able to cut into the deficit.
Vikings 17. Will
Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Here's Williams on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Browns offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. That one is complete to Hardman. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Cleveland.
11 on the play. 1st down, Browns.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. 3rd down. They need 5.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down.
Ready, set.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
It's a turnover.
The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of
16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, Minnesota.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. He's got a receiver. It's Ty Felton. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 19 yards.
A 19-yard pickup there. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the zone read, it's McCarthy. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Mason Graham in there to record his 2nd sack of the afternoon and number 6 on the year.
16.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one, Jordan Addison, touchdown Minnesota. Riker now to add the extra point. He's got it. The Vikings have cut the deficit to 5.
Browns 29. Vikings 24.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Williams now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll look to throw. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards.
I love these crossing routes, Mike. Not only do they put so much stress into the deep layers of the defense, but they really allow the wide receivers to run with the ball after the catch. We just saw a great example why, and it led to a huge chunk play.
On first down, it's Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Second and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Browns. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Sanders here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
24. Jason Sanders.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores, and it's 1st and 10. He finds a man downfield. It's Felton. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down. This is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To the air once more is McCarthy. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hockenson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
15 more yards. That's another Vikings.
To throw once more. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 7.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
to throw is McCarthy. Oh, the ball's out. And I believe a Viking was able to get his hands on it. Yes, he was. Minnesota will keep the ball. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got it at about the 8. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. Will Reichert now on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Vikings have cut the deficit to 5.
36. Vikings 31.
They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. A gift, and here comes Robinson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
He'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.